Good morning, everybody. How is everyone? We're gonna hang out here for a second while people pop in. It's you, Ange. It's very foggy. Look at the top of the Empire State Building. You can't even see it. Can't see the needle. Can't see it. Not happening. But we're in Midtown. Just got off the subway. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to head down to Hudson Yards. Good morning, Saunders. How are you? So we're going to head down to, hi, Chris, Hudson Yards. And then let's take a walk on the Highline. We got to check it out, see if they have any new art installations. Good morning, Michael Taylor. It's foggy, 15% chance of rain, blah, blah. Same thing as yesterday. It's a little humid, a little warm. It's going to be like a high of 70 today in New York City. We're right here, just got out of 34th Street. Hi, Tunisia. Good afternoon. Got off at 34th Street and 7th Avenue. On the corner here. Hi, Dave. How are you doing? On the corner here, you'll see it's the flagship Macy's in Herald Square. Francesco, all is well. Yes, absolutely. This is their flagship store. Guys, this is a store that has floors and floors and floors of stuff you can buy. And it's literally the entire block, like from here to 7th all the way to 6th. This is Macy's. And the only thing they do not own is there's a little market over there. And then I think there's a little market over there. Teeny tiny. Hi, Crazy Chick. Good morning, Sandra from Arizona. Yeah. So Macy's owns that entire block. It's kind of crazy. There's 9 floors of shopping for you to do. But we're not going to Macy's. We're not going to Macy's, guys. Hi, Phyllis. We are actually going to head down. I know, Saunders, it feels warmer than yesterday. I'm actually wearing a pair of shorts today because I couldn't handle yesterday's walk and I was wearing really lightweight stuff. Yeah, 9 floors. 9 floors of everything. Actually, I take that back. It's 10 floors because there's a basement. Now, there are another like 5 or 6 floors on top of that. And those are all the administration building for all of Macy's. So there's a lot in there. Oh, you had a downtown Macy's in Boston? Now, I know they closed a lot, but they will never close this store as far as I could ever see. And the reason why is because people from all over the world come to Macy's. That store makes enough money, and that first floor, which I call the show, makes enough money to balance out their books. Because that first floor is all beauty, jewelry, handbags, makeup, all of that. That's where they make their most money. How do I know that? Because I worked there. And I would see the numbers, and it was astounding. Astounding how much sales went through that one location. Perfume, of course. Designer handbags, of course. Now, the big designer handbags, like the super big ones, like Chanel and stuff, what they do is they actually rent out their little store. They have a store within a store. They actually rent out their space from Macy's. Good morning, Driving in Circles. Hope all is well. Yeah, it does. Well, a big Irish population, a big population of so many different cultures, ethnicities. And there's tons of neighborhoods like Greenpoint is where a lot of the Polish and the Ukrainian live. Brooklyn has a large Jewish population. You buy my Chanel bags in Times Square. Hi, Mighty Bull. How are you? I got to pull up my sleeve. Hang on a minute, guys. Okay, there we go. You buy them in here. Hi, Marilyn. How are you? My sister used to be One of the ladies spraying the perfume. I never sprayed the perfume, but I did work for Clinique and Estee Lauder. That was a couple of years. It was a couple of years gig. It was very interesting, very eye-opening, very enlightening. And it had its moments of fun. But we're going to take a walk over to the riverside. And the river, I mean, as in Hudson, the Hudson River. And we're going to go over to Hudson Yards, which is another shopping district mall area. It's pretty bougie. And then we're going to get up on the Highline. I do have my backpack with me. Your granny, when she first came to America, she ended up in Brooklyn. And Brooklyn's a great area. Good morning, Classy. Hi, how are you? Hi, Brad. Oh, it was insane at the holidays. I've never seen so many people crowd themselves into the store in my life. And for the week leading up to Christmas, couple of weeks, they were open till like 11, and then at times to midnight. It was insane. You worked so much during that time. Hi, Sister Yoshi, how are you? Good morning, Elise. Oh, guys, look at, we got the sightseeing bus here. You guys can wave to all of them. Now you guys are all a part of their travels. I need to win the $200 million pot for sure. Wouldn't that be wonderful? They're all sitting up there hoping it doesn't rain. Waiting on a red light. Everybody wave to them. Everybody wave. They're all having a good time. They don't look very happy, but that's okay. Jeez, I would be a little more excited. I know. I can't even see what the light's doing. I know, I think they all need a coffee. They need to put service up there for coffee or something. Because those people look so damn sad. Oh, we got a traffic cop out here too. I know. Right? They don't look too damn happy. Guys, have a Coke and a smile. Not always, whenever you come down to Midtown, which is this area, it's going to be busy. A lot of people walking around because that's Penn Station. Penn Station is where most of the trains come into, and everybody thinks of Grand Central, but Grand Central is not where all of the Amtrak and everything comes into. Penn Station is where New Jersey Transit and Amtrak all come into, go out of, to get in and out of the city. So it's super busy here.
I like this.
So we haven't been to the Highline in quite some time. Last time we were there, I'm thinking it was pre-ankle. Oh, she got a glitzy skirt on. Look at that. Gotta tell you. The catwalk is the streets of New York, I'm telling you. People are always throwing a look. That's what I call it, throwing a look. Hey, Goldie one. Guys, if I missed you, watching, listening, thank you. It's not because I'm ignoring you, it's because I'm walking here. Even though I'm getting more and more confident with my ankle, I still have to remind myself I have to be careful. And thank you for all of your patience. Look how busy it is. That guy's moving his cart. He's doing his hustle. Busy, busy, busy. There's the Sam Ash music store. Buy your guitar, your keyboard, all your musical instruments that your heart might want. I don't want any. I know that's not my forte. So I'll spare you guys the torture. It's chilly there. It's actually really temperate here right now. It's like gonna be 69, 70. Which to me is a little warm for this time of year. So I had to flip on some. Your first guitar came from there? Isn't that cool? I love hearing that kind of stuff. I love when I pass things and show things that are like little touchstones for people. I find that amazing. That I just walked back by a place that you got your first guitar. Hi, Treaton. You just woke up wonderful. I know, it's been there forever. I've never walked into it. Now, one store I walk into a lot is this one up here. Now, if you guys are photographers or like video equipment or electronics, stuff like that, one of the places everybody goes to when they come to New York, this is a pilgrimage, guys, I'm not joking, B&H Photo. The other one that's the competitor is Adorama, but B&H Photo, I think everybody tends to go to more. Huge, huge store. You can buy new and used. They will actually, you can sell your stuff here. I have actually sold a ton of equipment, got a lot of new equipment here. But B&H Photo, lots and lots of stuff. It's on the corner of 34th Street and 9th Avenue. Now, remember, it is not open on Saturday because they do follow the Jewish tradition of not being open on Saturday. That is their day of rest. So if you're in the city on the weekend and you want to go pick stuff up on Saturday, ain't gonna happen. I know, the buildings are pretty. Look at that. Look. You guys, we can't even see the edge. That's the edge. It's up in the clouds. It's in the fog. B&H is super popular. We always have these little newsstands. I don't know, they really don't sell newspapers anymore. They pretty much sell soda, water, and candy. We'll see how we hold out today. Like I said, we're gonna end up on the Highline. And if my legs hold out, we'll end up over at Chelsea Market because that's kind of like where the Highline pretty much ends. Good morning, James Crumpler. So good to see you today. It's a good day in New York City. We're taking a little walk to the west side. Oh, the Highline is amazing. Now, for those of you that have never heard of the Highline, it's actually was an old abandoned railroad. They used it to bring in the goods and all the stuff for the meatpacking district, aka Hell's Kitchen. But what happened was, before it was raised, it was on the ground and people were getting hit by it all the time. They actually used to have cowboys, and basically their job was to stop people, pedestrians, getting hit by trains. I know, sounds ridiculous. Hi, Peggy, so good to see you, hon. So then they raised it, and then after a while, they didn't use it anymore. And it was abandoned until two guys, went up there and found that nature had taken over And it made for a wonderful, peaceful place above the city streets. And it was created as the Highline. It's now a park. And they have art installations. Gotta love. Look at all this. Love the color. Could absolutely see people taking their senior pictures in front of this because it's colorful and it's very urban. Here, we're gonna look back this way. You guys can see the fog. Look, you can't even really see. That had to take, I know, it had to take some major time to paint. But look at all the clouds, how low they are. Kind of wild. You had coffee house coffee? Ooh. It is very extremely peaceful on the Highline, unless you go during the summer on the weekends. You go then, I can't help you. Just gonna tell you, I can't help you. If you go on the weekends in the summer when it's super busy, well, that's on you guys, because it's gonna be packed and there won't be a chair to spare. No benches are going to be available because there will be so many people up here. Now we're up here on 10th Avenue. Oh, they got a Russ and Daughters down here? Wow, I didn't even know that. Okay. We're coming down here. Hey, Gail from South Australia. So wonderful that you're here with us today. Welcome in. And welcome to everybody that's here with me today this morning for our little walk in the middle of New York City. I truly appreciate you. If you just found the channel or it was suggested to you and you like these kind of walks and stuff throughout the city of New York, do me a favor, sub to the channel. You'll see lots of these. You'll see lots of silliness. You'll see lots of eating out and dining with me and my husband. I'm not kidding. It's not made up. People who have met us know has a major love affair with coffee, the Java bean. All right. I don't know why it's a little crooked. Oh, is Nanette in here? Happy Wednesday, Nanette. Or I say Nene. Hi, Marilyn. Yes, and hot dogs. He loves his food, guys. I can't help it. My husband is a little bizarre. His favorite is chili dogs. No beans. And he likes it with cheese. Okay, the gimbal is acting a little bizarre, but guys, we're just going to deal with it. All right. Don't run me over on your little scooter there, please. I would not like it. We're up here up at Hudson Yards. You were there earlier, Classic Jay? So cool. Let me flip my hand. Ange, let me see what this thing says. Ange, have you and Joe had that Irish coffee? If you guys were here in Boston, I'll treat you. But really, I've never had it. Never had the Irish coffee. You know Joe would love a cup of coffee. Hi, Susan E. Let's keep our walk on. Now, guys, yesterday after my live stream, I was so tired because it was so warm. I did take an Uber back to the house. It was like a 10-minute Uber. But I figured no reason to get too exhausted. You know, it's been raining off and on, Peggy. Raining off and on. And I can't even listen to the darn, what do you call it? the weathermen anymore because they make us crazy with how inaccurate. Can we all just get paid to be that inaccurate in our jobs? I mean, for real?
You would still be against it?
If you guys remember, at one point, one of the statues that was down here in the park was King Nayani, also known as King Kong. But he's now been moved, I think, to a children's zoo someplace. I don't know, if I thought it was Ohio. You know when it's going to rain because you'll be in pain? Oh, my ankle was aching that day. It was raining really bad and the barometer was crazy. All right. Exactly, I know, right? That's fine. We'll still pay you if you're wrong. Oh, right. Well, the vessel is still here, guys. They haven't moved it. New York real estate shows. It's good to see some areas that they showcase. Yeah. Oh, they're getting their picture taken. Oh, look at all the flowers. What's the one bottle or coffee liqueur that cream on the other side of the bottle? I don't know. Hey, Viking 180. Missed you over this week. Been seeing our... Oh, that's amazing. I'm so glad. I love that you guys are out seeing family. Say hi to Mrs. Viking for me. Look at, she's getting hot too. Literally, I'm wearing just a long sleeve tee. Sleeves are pulled up. And a pair of shorts, guys. Because I knew, oh, these are crazy looking. Look at these flowers. Hang on. What are those? Little blurry to these buildings up here. And the vessel. You still cannot go into the vessel. It is still closed. Okay, thank you for letting me know. I had to cave on wearing shorts, Adriana. This girl was having a friggin' meltdown yesterday. By the time I got home, literally stripped off my sweatshirt, everything, and was standing there in a tank top. I'm not joking. It was that hot. Okay, we're gonna take a look over here at what's on the plaza before we start our endeavor out on the Highline. City Pickle. What the hell is City Pickle? Anybody know what City Pickle is? Let's go look at it. Oh, it's pickleball. You've got to be kidding me. What is pickleball? Is it like ping pong, but with a wiffle ball on the ground? Is that what it is? Hi, Mike. Yeah, they are. They're super close by the Highline. That's what pickleball is? Really? City Pickle. Okay. All right, if they say so. All right, let's take a rest here, guys, real quick. Whew. Hi, Slutsnista. How are you doing? Hey, Marie Boca. It's like tennis. So it's like tennis / ping pong, huh? I'm cracking up. It's like billiard, but coffee on one side, on the bottom, and the other side is cream. Really? Chris, that sounds wonderful. Yeah, I figured it out. So over here, that's Hudson Yards. Lots and lots of shopping in there. And in front of us, this is called the Vessel. You used to be able to climb it all the way to the top with amazing views. But ping pong is goofy. I know, but there's actually leagues that do ping pong like as a professional sport. I actually have a place a block from my apartment, guys. That's a ping pong like gym. I think they call it table tennis. Ooh, Slotsnista, yeah, it'll be cool. You'll like it. It's beautiful. Oh, what is this? They got all these like food truck thingies up here. Let's take a walk around the square. They call this area the backyard at Hudson Yards because they'll set up Like as you see in front of us, a huge movie screen. Sometimes they'll have tables and tents and all different things up here. At one point they had like hammocks. It's very weird. There's a little restaurant. I don't remember it always being called Jibs, but it's always looked like this. Let's go take a look over the Hudson, everyone. We're going to see the train yard. Wow, you can still see the overcast haze on the city. Wow. Now, they did open the other spur of the Highline, which literally comes all the way out there. Okay? So if you look way past the train yard, right here where those yellow trees are, you can see that. That's another spur where you can actually walk up onto the Highline, and it would bring you right over here. But that's all the subway trains. And over on the other side, we say, hello, New Jersey. Yes, that's exactly where the plane landed. The plane actually, Sully actually landed his plane further up the Hudson, about in the 70s. Right now, we're about 34th Street, 33rd Street. But he did land it on the Hudson. I am walking my butt off Slotsnista. You know it. You guys are looking for inspiration and some good positive vibes. She'll lift you up and everything. Slotsnista, she does have a channel. There's a lot of people that pop in here that might have a channel and stuff like that. But if you like, absolutely can check them out. Oh, look at those cool emojis. Yes, we've got the Empire. I love those emojis. My Empire State Building, Liberty. Finding me was the best wrong click you ever made. I'm so glad, Classy. I don't think the trucks are open yet. Birria. Doesn't birria mean beer in Spanish? I don't know Spanish, guys, so forgive my ignorance. Look at these cute little vending trucks. Oh my. Birria, the hydration station. Well, they sell tacos for $5 a piece. That's pretty normal. Hats and teas. They have frozen hot chocolate. Well, yeah, can't have that. That's serendipity. They stepped out for a short break. They do not look miniature. Yes, Mir, I am getting more and more confident, moving further and further away from my neighborhood a little bit. I do have my backpack with me, which does have my cane in it, because best to be safe, just in case it gets a little too much for me. And if the walk does get a little too much for me, I will take an Uber home. I'm not crazy, folks. Because we don't need to deal with transit. Now, right in front of us, this is called The Shed. It's actually an art gallery, event space. They can actually adjust the size of the building by rolling it back and forth. It's kind of cool. Right now it's fully extended, but as you can see, this could actually roll back to be inside. Oh, look at that beautiful puppy. To me, it looks like something out of Star Wars. Like a bunch of Jawas are gonna pop out of that. That's what it looks like to me. I can feel it already starting to heat up again. Let's go out on the spur over here because they sometimes, oh look, you guys get to use your lightsabers. Look at you guys working. I love it. Thank you for taking care of those. Thank you to all my mods. Good morning, Rose S. Slots. Good to see you. You've shopped here before. Wonderful. It is honestly one of the best places to come see. So this is where we're starting, guys. See, we are here, little arrow. And we're gonna walk down and see how far we get. I think we can get to 14th Street. I think we should be able to do it. It's as the crow flies, so it's not like we have to walk on the streets. We will walk above the streets. Oh, look at this art installation. Very cool. Black Dialogue, the Southern Worker. Oh, wow, these are all newspapers, magazines, publications that were owned by African Americans. I am loving this. This history is amazing. Guys, this is amazing. These were all black owned. From Arizona. The African American Community Newspaper was the Advocate in California. What's the year on the Arizona Sun? The Arizona Sun, 1954. Think about that. 1954, guys. It was 10 cents a copy. Southern states appear ready to outlaw school segregation. The history here. It's amazing. This one, Freedom's Journal, is from 1828. You are so welcome, Rose S. It's all a part of our history. And I do think it should be acknowledged. Definitely something to come and check out. Look at the Tulsa Star. 1914. Yeah, Crazy Chick. There are so many different locations throughout the city. There is actually a park here that is basically the potato famine. It's dedicated to that. It's bizarre. It's like it's for the famine that was in Ireland, and every rock and hill within this park is dedicated to like a district, a city, or I don't know how they are designated in Ireland, but like it'll say Kilkenny and all of those places in there. I know the sleazy sites will never leave us alone. They love us too much. You know why? It's because we sexy. Let's go see if we have anything out here. We're gonna walk out to the spur really quick. They have these little outcropping areas where you can take a look down on the streets. We're gonna get out there for a minute, but I kind of want to see what's in the middle. See, look, you can sit here, look down on the streets. We're too sexy for YouTube. Another stream was talking about how Jackson had to stay on the bus while the white team ate in a restaurant. Oh my God, that's awful. It is disgusting. I agree with you, Treaton, 1000%. Okay, so it looks like they are actually doing the change of the art installations. They usually have them up here. Now, what they did have here was what was coming for the next season, which makes me wonder if they have the next season out or if it's to come still. We'll see. Hang on just a sec. Son was texting me. He had some good information, good news, and I'm so happy. As many of you guys are parents and stuff, it is the best thing. Like when your kids tell you good news, you just get like, yes. You feel like, yes, we just scored. He scored. Michael, your dad drove Jackie Robinson in his cab. That's an amazing thing. Ooh, look at how green this. I'm gonna tell you, it just dropped like 5 degrees and it feels amazing. I'm loving that it just dropped the temp a little bit. Yeah, I was wondering if the drone was still here, and it is gone. It is gone. Let's go take a look at the traffic. So there almost always is something here in this thing that crops out over. For a long time, it was the drone. We can look at this traffic. Whew. You guys, we can't even see further down. Look at how cloudy it is. That's the fog, folks. Because that's not the end of Manhattan. That's just the fog. I'm going to refresh before. All right, Rose, you get back to work. Thank you so much for stopping in. You know, I totally appreciate it. On your way out, if you guys have to leave early, no problem. Do me a favor, give it a thumbs up. Oh, look, he's taking a picture. A lot of content creators here are out of New York. And we all be working. Let's see what he's looking at. That's what he's looking at, guys. He's looking all the way up. Your youngsters don't care about history? My son actually does find it very interesting and pretty amazing. But, as we've discussed, he isn't your average, you know, so he's a little extra. Darlene, fabulous. I'm so glad to hear you're heading out for a walk. Do me a favor, enjoy that walk. Breathe in that air. And if you have sun, soak some of that vitamin D up. Even though it's cloudy, we're still getting some vitamin D today, guys. All right, you guys all ready to get on the Highline? We've done a good walk so far, but we're not done, man. This is one, and what's funny to me, and I find kind of amazing, how many people have never heard of the Highline and they come to visit New York. And I thought it had gotten so popular because as many people as you see up here, you know what I mean? But I guess it's not one of those places. Your son loves history. When he was little, he wanted to be an archaeologist. He wanted to be Indiana Jones. Did he have a bullwhip and a fedora? Here we go. Let's get our groove on, guys. Now the Highline actually is a pretty easy walk. If you guys have a disability, mobility issue, wheelchairs, it's fully accessible. There are elevators at different locations throughout it. Yes, there's little inclines, things like that. But for the most part, you're not going to be climbing a hill or anything like that. You actually could take an Uber, cab, whichever, to Hudson Yards, have them drop you off down at the bottom, and then you can walk out on the plaza like I just did and walk directly up on the Highline. Hi, Rose T. See, there's an elevator right there. And they actually will have signs. If an elevator further up is out of service, they'll tell you the next coming elevator is the last one before the end of the Highline. Lots of seating. And you literally could look in people's apartment buildings. I can only imagine the ones that lived here before the Highline became a thing. Because it was an abandoned rail yard. You can actually see, like, look, the rails right here. But now the apartment buildings that are built up here, the amount it would cost to live there would be huge. Huge. You guys, do me a favor, just let me know if the stream is clear. If it's not, because we will be changing and going in between the buildings and the apartment buildings. It sometimes gets a little wonky. With people walking by. I know, it'd be weird. It's like you're on the 3rd, 4th floor, but then people are walking by. Like, I live on the 6th floor, and I gotta tell you, every so often, when they would be working on the building, you're transplanted to the south, Rhonda? Very clear? Okay, awesome. Thank you, Treaton. Every so often when they'd work on the buildings, do the windows or something like that, I'd look out my window and see somebody there. I'm like, what the? I'd be like, what the what? See, it's kind of busy today. It's busy because it's kind of nice. Hi, RJ. How are you? Good to see you guys. I figured this would be a nice walk, even if it's a little foggy. Wow, the cloud cover is very low today. Yeah, well, we are on the coast. You know, it's like Joe says, every so often he goes, did you know Manhattan was an island? Like, we're on the Atlantic? Yeah, we are. I have to remind him every so often, like, guys, that's like a regular apartment right over there. For real, you know? These were here way before the Highline was an actual thing. And there's the railroad. I mean, before, they actually had a train coming through here. Now, we could all live in these apartments. But I can't afford that. Look at those balconies. Look at these. These are amazingly gorgeous. Oh yeah, I'm sure they are pricey now. Guaranteed. Look at this apartment's being worked on. Look. I wonder, are they going to have a fireplace? They're gutting it. Wow. I'll take it. I wouldn't even put up, I'm telling you guys, I wouldn't even put up coverings. Seagulls play with your hair? Oh my God, I would freak out, guys. I wouldn't put up window shades or anything. I would just sit there. Everybody could watch my life, because apparently my life, if I lived there, would be absolutely fabulous. And everybody would want to know, right? It was nearly taken down. It survived only because of the wild nature that was taking over it. Yes, I do, Mir. It's an amazing, if you guys haven't seen it, there is an actual documentary about the Highline. You can Google it. I do not remember what it's called or anything. But there is a documentary that tells the story of how it was saved. They were going to rip it all down, but then they fought to keep it. Le Lalande. French sculptors. Okay. Le Panavant, which is rabbit. Sanglier de Villepinte, I think. And Pomme d'Hiver. Oh, that means apple.
Ça doit être incroyable. Cet hôtel, il est incroyable.
Oh, look, they speak French. I can only read a little. There's some sculptures. Yes, that is French. And they were speaking French behind me. Look at the trees. Look at how they have cultivated this garden now. It's beautiful. Rabbit is coming soon. You're right, Classy. And then before you know it, it's going to be the big rabbit. Remember? It's the first of the month. One of the things I do with a couple of my friends is we leave each other notes and messages and voicemails, and we'll say rabbit on the first day of the month. It's to wish them good luck. And the biggest one is if you do it on January 1st. This looks like it used to be an old jail. You only speak Gaelic? My granny 100% speaks Gaelic. Wow. That's amazing. I think the last time we were up here is when the trees and the flowers were blooming, huge. They were magnolia, but they were ginormous magnolia blossoms. Do you guys remember that? Like huge. They were dinner plate size. If you hit the Powerball tonight, you too could afford to buy an apartment next to the Highline. It's a $700 million jackpot. All right, everybody, buy a damn ticket. One of us has to hit it, right? Let's look down the street, guys. Jury found Darrell Brooks guilty on all charges. He is the Wisconsin. Oh my God. That whole thing was insane. Thank you, Treaton, for the news. Look at, he's working on an installation in there. I share with Anne for reminding monetary lottery. There you go. Australia's history is 160 million. Wow. Damn, Powerball's everywhere. Ooh, an art installation's in progress. It must be like, oh look, all the kids are out for school. That's their school on the Highline. Guys, your school. How do you like that? You'd have a school that's off the Highline. Your lunch hour is had alongside the Highline. Only in New York City. This tells you that you're not in Kansas anymore. When the school's cafeteria directly sits off the Highline. Like, that's so crazy. I don't know why I find that funny. I think it's just the juxtaposition of like a school, you know what I mean? And that's one of those things, like I said, Joe and I, even though we've lived here for over 9 years, 9 years, guys, we will still stop ourselves every so often, just as we're walking down the street. And then we say to each other, I looked at him, I go, you know, we live in New York City. And then he goes, yeah, we live in Manhattan in New York City. And then we just laugh at it. Because we're by no means wealthy. We are not rich. We are just two ordinary people making it work because we love this city so much. Oh, look at, she's throwing a look. I like it. I like it. I dig it. Dig. She had those cool glasses. Hi, Divinity. So good to see you. Like I said, New York is the catwalk, just the streets. I'm not throwing a look. Not rich, just maintain our estates. That's all we do. I think Ange has done and seen more in 9 years than I did in 40 living in the city. Oh my God, straight and stop. I'm sure you did a million more things. Ooh, here we got a piece of art. Miriam Banani, Windy. Steel aluminum. Oh, steel and aluminum. This is all up Joe's thing. I have a feeling it's supposed to be spinning, but it's not. It goes just past Chelsea Market. And it starts up about 34th Street, actually a little bit further, like 35th, 36th Street, if you add the spur on. So it goes for an extension of like at least, I'm going to say like 25, 26 blocks along the west side. Estimate, it's probably, I'm not sure exactly, guys, don't quote me on things. I'm going to say it's probably like a 1.5 mile walk. But as you see, it's completely flat. If you guys can see the rail,
That's kind of a range.
and they built the cement and the paving on top of it so that we would be even, but you still have the aesthetic of the rail. How high is this walkway area? You are at least, I'm going to say, because it varies, because the ground goes up and down, but you're about 3 stories up. Like I said, we're at 23rd Street, so we have come down about 10 blocks. That's the exit for 23rd and 10th. Here, I'll show you how high up we are from the street. It is a really nice walk. Yeah, we're 3 levels off the ground. We're on the 3rd story. Below us, we have a restaurant. I'm professional in my tours. Oh, I just take you guys along with me on a walk. FDNI, FDNY. Yes, it's 23rd Street, 10th Avenue. The avenues are the streets that go north and south, and the streets go east and west. For the most part, odd avenues go south. Even avenues go north. There are a few of them that go back and forth, but not many. Those are just the little things that you kind of find out after you've been here a number of times or have lived here for any length of time. You have to figure it out because when you come up out of the subway, you can easily get turned around, and that's a great way to figure it out on where you need, when you come out of the subway, where you need to go. That's how it works in Manhattan, yes. Now, when you get out to the other boroughs, forget about it. Or if you're down in the Tribeca area, which is the lower part of Manhattan and Battery Park, forget about it. It turns into Spaghetti Junction is what I call it. But for the most part, Manhattan is a grid. We're going to take a seat here and look at this mural. This one is done by Jordan Castile. It's called Bay Falls. Let's take a seat. We're going to rest for a second. Actually, yeah, I can sit here. Oh, that's a little low. We don't want to be that low. I don't need to sit on the ground, guys. Okay, there we go. Yeah, names confuse me too. It is kind of it is fascinating. Like once you start realizing how the city's laid out, it actually is very easy to get around. Yeah, I call it spaghetti. I call it a bowl of spaghetti sometimes. Like, oh damn, now we're down. Joe calls Tribeca his Bermuda Triangle. When he gets down there, he doesn't know where the hell he is. He gets very frustrated. We're gonna people watch for just a moment while I take a break, stretch my back and my hips. Oh, she got a puffer coat on. Honey, you'd be sweating. I know she looked at Angie's cam. They don't know what to do. But I gotta say, guys, if you're new here and you like this, do me a favor, sub to the channel. It helps. We're getting close to Chelsea Market, guys. Okay, everybody get a little rest. Everybody stretch your back. Let me do one more stretch. Yes. The de-installation of artwork is in progress, it says. Which means that very soon they'll start installing the new stuff. And the next spring when we come out, it will be all brand new. I'm so glad I wore shorts today. The Hungry Ghost has been abandoned. There's the person. No cold brew? What about the Hungry Ghost? What about the hungry people? Feed the people. It really is amazing, though, how these trees have grown so much and matured and given such shade. I came up here years ago when my sons first started school, and that would have been 11, 12 years ago. And this was established, but it wasn't as, this is, 12 years of growth since I first came up here. And it is amazing what has occurred. It is really amazing how close the buildings are by the Highline. And a lot of times when they're working on the buildings that are next to it, they have to put up the scaffolding, aka the sheds, is what we call them, to protect people that are walking the Highline.
It's an activities, a rec center.
I mean, look at how these trees sweep over the path.
No.
Now, just in case you guys are wondering, the Highline is absolutely free to walk on and visit. It's one of the many things in New York that are like this. Some people are wondering, what can you do in New York that's for free or low cost? This is one of them. Oh, we're coming up on what I call, you guys all laugh at this. You guys know I don't call them by their real names. When they say it's the Hadid building and all those things, I never call it those. I call these apartments up here that we're coming up on with those mostly bizarre windows. I call those the root beer barrels. It's the root beer barrel building. Because to me, they look like those little candies. I know that's old-fashioned candy, guys. I know, I get it. I'm not dating myself. I'm just saying my grandmother always had those. And the buildings remind me of all the little root beer barrels. You tell your friends how much free stuff is in NYC's because I tell them and I want to move there. It is very cool. If you can, yeah, the barrel building. That's what it is. Oh, the sun is beaming through. The sun is beaming through. Dutch Browns, yes. I am actually squinting. Oh, we can look in their building. Butterscotch candies, absolutely. Your favorite root beer used to bathe in this stuff in the 90s. Oh my God. But look at that. Oh, they got a cat because they have cat toys. Classy, I would live here. And like I told you, if I lived here, my life must be super fabulous. That means no curtains. Joe would be standing there in his underwear drinking his coffee. Ooh, just got a little breeze. That feels so nice. See, as you can see up here, they have a shed. That is the Lantern Building for real. That's the name. Hi, everyone. Oh, Romachek, well, thank you for that. I'm glad somebody told me what it's called. I'm still going to call it the Root Beer Barrel Building. The Barrel Building. It's called the Lantern Building. Got it.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, guys, I'm just going to say this. Now, this to me is an absolute obscenity.
Look at that film.
What kind of person? Look at that. Look at this place right here. Right here. Do you see that? They live in that apartment with those windows. Yet they put a ginormous television in front of the window. I can't. I literally can't with people. They put a television in front of the window. Lord, stop the insanity. Let me say, would you, if you lived in that building, would you stick your television there? For real? Oh my God, they don't deserve to live in that apartment. I know, I'm being judgy, but I can't help it. They put a television in front of a great window. For God's sakes. The glare? I don't know. Move the television into another room. Why do you need to have that? Okay, let's take a look down on Chelsea. Look, we got the mural of Gandhi and Mother Teresa. They live in a fishbowl, I know. But they put a television in front of the damn window. Oh, look at those windows over there. They're blue. Those are pretty. You can afford window treatments? Yeah, don't keep your windows open so that I can judge the hell out of you. I would put a life-size picture of your cat up there. Yeah, I would put something, the most bizarre thing in my apartment so that everyone could see it. I really would. You'd put a TV and heavy curtains, Triton? Oh my God, you're cracking me up. It's getting busy, guys. It's like everybody came out. Maybe I've been living with my son so long, and his like, I'm very minimalist with things to have in my apartment. Very much so. You would walk around naked with a donation box to close the curtains. Oh my God, everything would be green. I know, you'd have to have, like, if you lived there with your windows open, and you'd have to have your apartment throw in a look. Like, the apartment would have to throw a look. And then the apartment would be throwing a look, and then Joe would walk through, and it would disrupt the entire vibe. Oh, look, we got one of the Statue of Liberty's sisters up here still. Let's go check her out. Okay, we're gonna take a look down the street. There's your view, guys. You can see the edge. It is just barely peeking out of the clouds. But this is a whole area where everybody can sit, relax, enjoy the sights, get great selfies. And coming up here, this building is Chelsea Market, which is down at 14th Street. Look, we found Liberty's little sister, or whatever. You guys are too funny. I know you guys are doing little jokes here and there. I have no idea what was said as I'm walking. I can only imagine. Here we go. Let's go see what vendors are up top here. Yes, actually, it is an art piece. It is called You Know Who I Am by Paola Pivi. Yeah, it's open till like 10 p.m. I have come up here once in a great while. But I come up with Joe or a friend. And if you look further out, you can see the Hudson. Thank you, Crazy Chick. Yes, that's who it's by. It's another person's face. Let's go see who's up here. Under the Highline here, right here at this one point by Chelsea Market, they have the availability for stalls for artists, and then they have a few food vendors. This woman here is selling her photography, $15. They're doing magnets. That's why everybody's crowded around there, because I'm sure they're pretty inexpensive. We have gelato, but they're closed. Paninis. There are some cool, donuttery. You know what that means, you get donuts. Oh, Curly Wurst is closed. They do have empanadas. Hungry Ghost Coffee is open here.
So that over there is Little Island, which is not, I don't think it's that worth walking over to. It's like a man-made island. It's like,
where those things are coming up?
yeah, it's cooler to look at from afar than once you're on it.
I crack up at people. They're judging. It's so funny. Over there is Little Island. It's not that worth it. It's Little Island. It is kind of cool. But here, I'm going to show you guys the trick. So if you guys want to go out to Little Island, you can. Okay? And that's Little Island right over here. But I'm going to tell you something else. Instead of going to Little Island to get best cannoli in NYC, well, there's a number of them. I like to go up to Arthur Avenue because their stuff up there is so fresh. But the next place to go to instead of Little Island is over here at this pier. You can go up there, and behind that, you go up, take the elevator, go to the end of the pier, and you are actually on one of the most beautiful piers and spaces and parks right over here next to Little Island. You actually can look down. Venero's is wonderful. Roma, check. Venero's is wonderful. You can look down and get the whole view of Lower Manhattan.
It's 5-2 now.
So I will tell you, yeah, you can go visit Little Island, no cost. But I'm going to say, go back over here, walk up the pier, go up. You'll actually see that there is a raised garden at the top, and you can go there. That is actually no cost as well. All of these are actually on rails, and you can, some of them you can actually move. Well, we're going to walk back over here. I'm going to head down the elevator. I hope you guys had some fun on this walk. It was good to get back out to the Highline, see what's happening. I'm going to see if we can get in and keep the signal when I go in to Chelsea Market. So let's see if that works. Look at that crowd left. I guarantee you they're magnets. Yes, they're $2, 3 for $5. His deal is quantity. Sell lots. But I will say, if you guys are here from New York and you're looking for stuff, definitely shop some of the art vendors that are on the street. You'll find them along the mall in Central Park. That's what it's called, is the mall. Up here, over in front of the Metropolitan Museum of Art. They're throughout the city. All right, let's see if this is working. Oh, it's not. All right. It's located at 14th, 2 blocks south. All right. Well, we're here. We're going to take the stairs.
Think of it a little later or whatever.
We're going to take the stairs, guys. Hang on.
I think I was taking sequential, no?
Yeah, I know. Like I just got over that and I felt my phone vibrate. Yeah, because I'm lost and
We're going down super carefully, guys. And I'll talk to you when I get to the bottom.
I think she just is able to like physically do things to people when she touches them.
I will say, going down the stairs is a lot more nerve-wracking than going up the stairs.
So
I feel like
she
you can fall
can't-
down with nothing.
yeah. So
Going
she
up
can't
the
figure out
stairs,
how
I'm just gonna bust
like,
my knees.
She's
That's all.
killed them, but also like this is yeah, it's right here. Usually go all the way to the bottom.
Okay. Whew. We did it. We did it. We made it. Those were really steep, by the way. Those were damn steep. All right. I could have gone 2 more blocks, but if that one's closed, then I'd have to come back anyway. That's why I decided just go down the stairs. Just go down them. Just suck it up, Angela. Stop being a baby, right? Oh, by the way, my elevator in the apartment is fixed. He must have heard me complaining about it because I was so upset that our elevator was not going to my floor. My mic is great. All right, I'm almost going to get hit by a Joe Coffee truck. Wouldn't that be fucking great? I know, it's picking up everybody's conversation. It's honestly, I don't wear an actual extension of a mic. I just use the phone. For real. All right. We made it to the Highline. Let's go in. They do still have all this outdoor seating. I bet you it's going to be busy as hell in here. Busy, 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 busy. Hang on a minute. I think my son just texted me again. I had to respond to him. If I don't respond, I'll end up with 50 texts. Why aren't you responding? As you all know, my son always texts me when he knows I'm going to go live. Oh, look. We have Halloween decorations. Now this is called Makers, Creators, Collectors. This is Artist and Fleas, where a lot of artists, they actually rent space, booths in there. Oh, they got corn stalks up. Sounds wonderful, Viking. Did you make me some too? You can get your gelato on. There is a bookstore.
Dogs together.
This is where you can make a little basket filled with treats for gifts. And there's lots of places in here to shop and also get some food. Woo, look at the spookiness happening. We got a cellist. Over here is Pearl River. It's known as being down in Soho, but this is their other offshoot location. Oh, we got little Halloween decorations. The Pearl River Mart is where you can get everything from like any country like Japan, Korea, China. Lots of kind of food like that. Friedman's is a great place to get some lunch. You actually can go to the lobster place and pick out your seafood. I crack up at how far people sit away from other people. Down here, they have a taco bar. You learned a lot on this walk, Marie. I'm glad. Super busy in here, guys. Ooh, spooky. Oh, goodness. I think the Black Pearl is being steered by the dead. I know, I'm making y'all learn stuff. What's up with that, right? A pasta bar. Spaghetti to go. Pasta bar.
That's part of the problem. Part of the problem. So
This is the burger place Joe and I went to. It was good. Super packed. Ooh, Mia street food chai. This is new. I have not seen this. Authentic Indian street food. Let's take a look. Where's Tay Josh when you need him? Oh my gosh. Beef chocolate kebabs. Chicken korma. Oh my God, Joe and I are gonna have to come here. Look, they even have all like the little fake chrysanthemums to give you the vibes. Right, Viking 180? It's totally new, I think. Ooh. Shall we try it, folks? I think yes. What do you guys think? All right, kebabs. Chicken seek, minced chicken skewer, green chili, chicken tikka. I love chicken tikka. Beef bakari. What do you guys think? What were you thinking? Happy Diwali, yeah. It's not really all that expensive. Joe and I have come in here and had a lot of different things. Not too bad. Okay, we're gonna get... Oh, she got the menu. Hang on, we're gonna put it on me. Are we back?